Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay. If this is your first time here, welcome. So today I have a comparison video between two of my wallet on chains that I currently have in my collection, and that is the Gucci Blue Bloom wallet on chain, and I will be comparing that with my Chanel in the lambskin quilted leather. And before we get started, I just want to share with you my top, and this is from Forever 21 in case anyone is interested. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the two to the camera so you can kind of take a look up close what they look like side to side, and then I'll talk briefly about each one and pricing, and then kind of give you some pros and cons and just my overall experience and why I have these two in my collection. All right, so let me go ahead and bring it up to the camera. This is the front view and then the side view. And I usually have this stuffed with air paper, but for the purpose of the video, I just took it out. And this is the back view, and then another side view. All right, so let's go ahead and briefly talk about my Gucci. This is something that I picked up earlier this year. Actually, no, I got it over the summer. This comes in this print and also in what they call a dry rose. This is $895 US. Now, I did an in-depth review on this, so I will make sure to link that for you on the description box below. But quickly, let me just show you what it looks like. First thing you'll see is that gorgeous red, which I absolutely love. This features a detachable gold chain, and inside you'll find in the back the zip pocket, and then this has 8 credit card slots on this side and another 8 for a total of 16. And then here you have my Chanel, and this features the silver hardware with this gorgeous red, which is more like a deeper red. It's kind of looks like a burgundy, but inside you'll see that it has the zipper, and then it has the chain. This wallet on chain features 6 card slots, and then it has a slot, a compartment rather, in the front, and then it features the zip pocket in the middle, and then this also has another slot in the back, and then the back quilted pocket. And this wallet on chain can run anywhere from $2,200 all the way up to $3,000, or if you're gonna buy a used wallet on chain, you can definitely find something for under $2,000. So it all depends on the skin that you're looking for in terms of the leather, what kind of color you're looking for, because I think you can find like the black anywhere. They have the black with the gold or black with the silver, but this is a particular color that I really wanted, and I paid about $2,100 for this, and this was not brand new. I picked this up from Fashion File, and it was in excellent condition, and it was. So when I got it, I made sure that I inspected the bag, and it was perfect. So that being said, this was the first one that I bought because I really wanted something from Chanel. Chanel was a designer that I was introduced very early on, especially when I started in fashion school. I just couldn't afford it at that time, but I was looking for something that was from Chanel, that it was practical, and that it wasn't like a tote. I was used to always carrying large bags, so the fact that I was able to put quite a bit in here, sold me. And with all these price increases that we get, every 6 months or every other year from Chanel, this was definitely one of my main goals. So for that reason is why I got this one first. And you know, for the Gucci, I got this one because I was actually looking for this print but in a tote. I just love totes, and I fell in love with this print. But when I went to the store, they had the dry rose print in a tote, and when I saw it up close, I thought that it was overwhelming. It was a little too much, and I like to have a little bit of an edge there. You know, this is what happens. This is what happens. Sorry about the vacuum. Anyway, so they had this in this particular wallet on chain, and when I saw it, I was already sold as it was with the print. So the fact that it came in a wallet on chain, and then it has this gorgeous red that you can see all throughout, sold me. And I really like the features of this wallet on chain. This is waterproof, this is scratch resistant, and it has the detachable chain. So I loved it, and I just love the gold combination. All right, so some of the pros and cons. Let's start with weather. Why don't we start with that? So when it comes to, you know, worrying about, can I take this out in the rain? Is something gonna happen? I'm gonna say that the Gucci is probably the best bet. I have gotten caught in the rain with this and nothing happened. So, you know, when it comes to that, this is probably your, you know, your number one. When it comes to practicality and, you know, being able to stuff quite a bit in there and have a little bit more room for your personal belongings, the Chanel is going to be your best bet. You know, if you're a person who likes to travel quite a bit and you want to travel light and you want to have, you know, security for your credit cards or personal paperwork or whatever it is, Chanel is going to be your best bet. When it comes to casual wear, you can definitely rock both of them with sneakers. I know I have, but I'm going to say that probably the Gucci one is better because there's so many things that you can do with this. You know, you can play with, you know, different colors, where I think the Chanel is a little too classic, I guess, for like more like a hip kind of look, which sometimes I just like to wear my Converse and my hair up and my hoops. You know, I think the Gucci one is better for that. What else? And, you know, just some pros and cons about other things other than what I just talked about in terms of category. You know, this has a detachable chain, and the Chanel is not detachable. You know, wearing either one of these, say for like evening wear, which for the most part I would probably use my Chanel, you know, I can't obviously detach the chain, so I have to tuck it inside. And you know, the problem, or not the problem, but you know, kind of the issue is that then you have to kind of move your personal belongings, and you know, you might not be able to fit as much as you like because you need to have room for that chain. Versus the Gucci, you can just detach it and you can just go. You know, so I just wanted to briefly mention that. But in terms of, you know, which one would I go with if you're starting out, it all depends on your lifestyle and of course budget. If you're not really too concerned about Chanel or you know those other luxury brands that are a little bit more on the higher end, then I would definitely suggest to go with the Gucci, because this is under $1,000, and I think it's an amazing price point with everything that this features. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this. But if you want that you know, those options in your collection, and you want to be able to, you know, just have Chanel, you know, then you go with the Chanel. You're never going to go wrong by purchasing Chanel, but you're looking into, you know, buying something that's over $2,000 easily. So it just kind of depends on your budget and, you know, where you want to start when it comes to these wallet on chains. So you know, I like having both of them in my collection. You know, as mentioned, I like to have the option, but I also just love the fact that I have something that's a print that for me is not too overwhelming, and it definitely gives a pop to my collection. And if I just want something more soft and I just want something more, I don't know, luxurious, I guess, I would go for my Chanel. So those are the two reasons, or probably more reasons, but those are the main reasons why I have them both in my collection. And to be quite honest with you, I definitely have my eye on other wallet on chains. It's just a matter of time before I get them, but you know, I make sure that I don't get the same thing when it comes to these wallet on chains. I mean, to be quite honest with you though, the one that I would probably like to have is the Chanel, but the new one that I believe it's more like a square, and the black caviar with the gold is beautiful. So you know, if I was to get another Chanel wallet on chain, it will probably be that. So that's it guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon on my next video. Bye.